vacancy mail, Avon, etc. Why not invest all that effort into growing the company that you are part of? And that's where you grow with it.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think that's one of the best reasons why people are not selling.
Exactly.
And how then can we go about it? Like,
yeah,
getting motivated to do it.
I think I've got an answer.
Yeah.
Like what Tamuka is actually saying, he brought up a fundamental point whereby he's actually saying you need to be committed. There's no way you are going to sell and impress or do what the likes of Douglas Mboweni did, the likes of Tawanda Nyambirai did, because they were all in the Econet story. And look at them today.
Yeah.
They are all millions and millionaires. Everyone who started with Econet definitely is a millionaire. Like what Tamuka is actually saying is, if you dedicate all your efforts into a project which is there, if you see the business owner or someone who is leading the company, if he's sharing that vision with you guys, is not abusing the funds, he's got a transparent way of doing things, you should better stick with that organization rather than living or busy applying on vacancy mail, like what he's saying. So the first thing what you need is commit. If you commit, you're committing all the way.
Exactly.
Just for an example, you having 2 girlfriends, are you going to commit to any of them?
It's gonna be a little bit tough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
or even impossible.
If the moment you fail to commit to something, that thing actually starts to decline its value. So the moment if you are employed in an organization, you are not concentrating on selling the ideas of that organization. You want to concentrate on doing your side hustle. So whenever, even if your supervisor is going to say, let us do this project, what are you going to say? This guy is wasting my time. I should be selling my clothes. I should be selling my side hustle. So then when you're not committed, you're going to lose both. So if an employee, I would tell you, if you want to choose the entrepreneurial route, like what Tamuka is saying, it's risky, it's bumpy out there. But if you've got the courage to do so, just leave that organization, because you're not doing it any good by doing your side hustle and also do your work. So the first fundamental aspect of you being a salesperson, commit and commit all the way. And do you know what? There's other thing about greener pastures. They seem greener when you're far away from them. So when you get there now, you see, no, I think it wasn't greener. So just imagine, people are hunting for employment. You run away from a company because it's giving you, for example, $500. Then you get to a company which is giving you $1,000. As soon as you get there, 2-3 months down the line, you're no longer satisfied. So that's what actually Robert Kiyosaki said is a red race.
And there is one thing that you say that just came to my mind. If you're a true entrepreneur and then you're leaving a company to go and start yours, is there anything new that you've actually introduced in the company that you're leaving? If there is nothing, then how do you get the guts to go and think that you're going to start something new on your own and be able to succeed? Show your skills of entrepreneurship in the place that you're in first. And then when you leave, then you have got the skills, you know what it takes.
Exactly. In my days as an entrepreneur, the other people actually, when they resign, you're going to thank God that, God, you've had my prayers. This person should leave, you see. So you want someone like what I was writing in my book to say, the likes of Tendai, the likes of Tamuka, Takuye. We need people who are actually committed, because business is war. We're in a war zone, we're in a battlefield. So whoever is going to actually like someone who's going to start thinking his own way, they're going to disadvantage the war team. So I would say, if someone wants to really learn the skill of selling, commit and commit all the way.
Maybe just to add on that, if you actually look at most companies, you can take for example Apple. You know that Apple, it was mainly people, they mainly talk of Steve Jobs, but really they talk of Steve Wozniak.
Exactly.
They actually work together, those guys. But now the thing is, Wozniak was more of the operations guy. So you know what, you could have said, Jobs is getting maybe all the limelight, so I have to go out there and start maybe my own company that is called Pitch. I actually know to say, you know what, there is this particular vision for Apple. And in any vision, because it's not about maybe just going out there, because I've actually seen it again in most businesses, say people, they want to own 100% of a mouse. They say, if I'm going with an idea, I have to stick with my idea so much, it actually has to be mine.
Exactly.
And sometimes it's important to lose control. Think of Jeff Bezos, for example. He's actually the richest person in the world, but he doesn't even own 30% of Amazon.
He owns 12%.
He only owns 12% of Amazon. He's actually the richest person in the world. If you actually see him selling Amazon, you actually think that he owns all of it. But he doesn't own all of it. Why? Because he knew that for me to actually get ahead, there has to be people that actually has to be part of this particular vision. So sometimes, if you are the boss within your organization, you can be entrepreneurial. Like right now, I think in COVID times, basically what has been happening, most companies have been retrenching.
Mm-hmm.
And the secret that happens, especially when it comes to companies retrenching, no company will ever retrench an employee who brings in $200,000.
It's impossible.
It's impossible. It would actually be stupid if a company is to actually do that. So people have to realize that the more you offer value to an organization, the more that organization is actually going to grow. And if you think about it, most Zimbabwe businesses are actually startups.
Yeah.
There are only about 25, 26 proper businesses in Zimbabwe. Those are businesses that are listed on the stock exchange.
Yes.
And you can actually see that over the past 6 years, Zimbabwe didn't list a single new business on the stock exchange. Then there was only Getbacks, right? But last year alone, the United States, they listed 565 businesses on the stock exchange. So every business in Zimbabwe is a startup.
Yeah.
But now the funny thing, if you compare US startups and Zimbabwean startups, it's actually different. The cultures are actually different. Because right now with US startups, people, they work maybe from 12 to 12 because they know that for us to succeed, this business has to be valued for around 250 million.
That's true.
But then in Zimbabwe, Zimbabwean startups have been on holiday since Friday. So you can actually say that there is a discrepancy there.
Yes.
People went on holiday, they stopped selling. And yet we are saying we are all startups and we should actually be putting effort. So people, they need to realize this. If you actually need to grow, even as a human being, you are part of an organization, offer value in that organization, introduce new things. It's not about maybe going out there and charting your own path. Because one thing about entrepreneurship, it's hard.
Yeah.
Especially if you go at it alone, it's hard. So it's better for you to innovate within the context of the organization that you are part of, to grow with it, to be part of the culture, and to keep going.
Now, I don't know if there is anyone who has much to say, but then there is something that I would just want to say before we end this session, that if you want to know that talking is not the only way you can sell. There are multiple ways of selling. If you want to know that, if you want to understand how to sell yourself in order to be valued, if you want to know why gold was so much valued rather than coal, you have to listen to the next episode that we're going to talk about. So this is where we're going to end, and we're going to talk about this next time.
I'll just add one thing as a parting shot. I would like to say to the people, I was reading this book, which is called Art of Closing Yourself by Zig Ziglar. He was mentioning something about the sin of the desert, whereby people, to make money, you have to be referred by someone. Like, if you don't refer another client, like if you have a client, you've sold them a laptop, then you have to ask for referrals from them. Yeah. If they don't give you referrals, it means they are committing sin of the desert.
Yeah.
So even us, we now know the skill of selling. We are not going to commit the sin of the desert. We are going to spread this gospel of selling. And also what I want to say, when you start selling, you are going to be disappointed.
Exactly.
Many people are going to shun your products. Many people are going to shun your services. Like currently, I think on our live, what about 10 people? Who wants to speak to only 10 people? When the full house.
Yeah.
But you know that you're going to be disappointed when you're starting. So just to know that is part of the drill. So failing is actually part of the success equation. So as a salesperson, you are going to fail.
Yeah.
Failure is what is going to bring success.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we are ending this session today, and remember, thank God it's a Monday.